Let's talk about some reading goals for 2026. Now, I'm not talking about how many books you read in a year or how many books you read in a month. We're kind of done with that. A big goal that I want to move into through 2026 as a book talker is how many days of the year am I reading? That's how we build habit, and that's how we build healthy reading habits. Book talk has become very competitive. How many books we're reading in a year? Is audiobooks reading, which it is reading. Audiobooks are a form of reading. Here's how to read a little bit more effectively through 2026 with a little bit of tips and tricks. Let's get rid of the idea of reading a certain number of books a year makes you more or less than. In my personal opinion, having a reading goal of how many books you want to read throughout the year or throughout the month kind of leads to burnout and stress out. Like, you're not reaching your goal, like, oh my gosh, I feel less than, and it can leave you into a reading slump, in my personal opinion. What has helped me is to focus on reading whenever you're not doing something, right? To prevent yourself from doom scrolling and kind of wasting your time on social media. Like my hair, I have to do 2-hour oil treatments on my hair. So what am I doing in the waiting? I'm reading. I read a few chapters before bed. I read in the car and we're driving from place to place. When I'm waiting for my oil change in my car. There are times when you can take a book with you when you go out and you're not doing anything, just pull it out and start reading instead of doom scrolling. No, it's okay to take your time with reading. That's what it's meant for. That's how we can ingest the information that we're reading, is when you take your time and not skimming or rushing through said book. That's how we can appreciate it a little bit more. Another thing I want to talk about is the consumerism of book talk. How everybody's going out to the bookstore and buying more books and haven't even read the books that they have on their shelf. Take advantage of your library. Your library has tons and tons and tons of popular books that you can get your hands on for free. There are also apps that might be available through your library and through your community that you might have to call your library about. Just have your library card. You can sign into whatever apps like Libby, Cloud Library, Hoopla, and just depending on what part of the United States that you're in or anywhere in the world will depend on what apps are available to you. There are also some apps that you can take advantage of and some other websites that are through actual book selling websites that offer free books as well. There's Webtoon, which is a graphic novel website where you can read tons and tons and tons of different graphic novels. There's Barnes & Noble, there's Kobo. You can actually sign into those apps, create an account, and you can download books for free. Kind of like you would for Kindle, but you don't have to worry about them deleting the library. And something that's a little bit more affordable is Kindle Unlimited, but I know that's kind of like a hit or miss with some people. Some people don't want to support Amazon, and there's some people who do support Amazon. So you could do Kindle Unlimited. They have free books. I think you can have 8 books per account that you can get for free, and you can take advantage of the free trial and then just delete it afterwards and just cancel it. Also, take advantage of thrift shops and local thrift shops and local antique stores and any sort of used book sales. My library hosts used book sales a few times a year, and that's how I get really, really, really cheap books at really good quality. Also, take advantage of some websites. There's Thrift Books, there's Alibris, I think is how you pronounce it, and there's Book Outlet, which sell high quality books for really cheap. Like the cheapest that I found on there was like $6. So those are some tips and tricks on how to read more effectively and how to read more effectively when it comes to consumerism and the hoarding and collecting of books. So I hope you all enjoy this video. I'll see you on the next one. See you in 2026.